I'm really starting to panic about ECT. I've been talking about it on here for 2 months, and it's literally 2 days away, so I don't know, maybe you think I'm making too big of a deal out of it, but my whole life it was just one of those things that I always thought, well, I'll never do that, I'll never get to that point, and that was for people so much worse than me, you know. I was just in denial all this time, I guess. And I always thought I just had to hit the right med, But I'm genuinely scared, like really scared. I'm scared, like, what if I have a heart attack? What if I have a bad reaction? What if I lose a bunch of memory? And what if I forget so much I have trouble doing my job? I don't know, there's so much. And it also makes me sad that, like, it's like I'm doing that to my body, Like I'm intentionally giving myself a seizure. And I know it has a purpose. I understand that. I mean, I'm not doing it for fun, but it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like, I guess it's kind of like breaking a bone to reset it in a way. It just feels like I'm choosing to cause my body harm. I don't know. That probably doesn't even make sense. I'm just really frightened, and there were a couple times today that I was like, okay, I can't do it. This can't happen, But it's happening. I'm gonna do it, so I just hope I don't regret it. And then I have moments where I even feel hopeful, like, wow, I might actually feel better. I might do this and it might work, But I'm constantly up and down about it. And it's not going to do anything for my anxiety. It's, when I first talked to the doctor about this, the woman that kind of runs the ECT thing, and I was asking her all these questions, she said that in some cases, people's anxiety gets worse because the depression was masking the anxiety in some ways. I can't imagine my anxiety getting worse than it already is. So I think, and I mean, I know, and I've been talking about it, but I think I really, 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 really got to work on the anxiety. And I plan to start doing yoga this weekend and making it a habit again. I used to do it years ago, and I always felt better after I did it, so I don't know. I don't think there's any real... I think anxious people are just always going to be anxious people, and I'm not to say that there aren't things that can help. Obviously there are, but that's going to be a daily thing for me to work on. I mean, short of just knocking myself out so I don't have to, like, think about anything, Like, I'll always be anxious to some degree. This is just wild that I'm doing it. Anyway, I have a bunch of food, like pre-made. My mom made me some stuff too, and so I could freeze ahead of time because I'm afraid to, like, use the stove or the oven, on treatment days, because I don't want to forget about stuff and, like, leave a stove on, So I'm doing that. I'm writing down my address beforehand. Kind of just writing down my daily routine, like, when I take medications, just the kind of things I do every day in case I start forgetting stuff like that, I mean, forgetting can be a blessing in some ways, but in other ways it's gotta be pretty scary, you know? I don't know. Probably overthinking this because overthinking is what I'm good at. But we're getting a snowstorm here tomorrow night, and that means I'll be in again, doing a little too much thinking. And then the next day is ECT, so I'm not going to be able to drive much for at least the next month, most days. A little concerned about the isolation. I'm a little concerned about everything, as you can tell. Everything all the time. Okay. So, as I said before, I am going to talk about it as I go through it. And I'll tell you how it goes. And Sunday night, so what I was instructed to do was, my appointment is at 12 on Monday. And Sunday night at midnight, I'm supposed to stop eating and drinking. So it'll be a good 12 hours without any sort of liquid, which kind of sucks because I'm a pretty thirsty person. I drink a lot. And I have to put this little patch behind my ear because I don't handle anesthesia well. I tend to get violently ill from anesthesia, so they're giving me like a nausea patch to wear behind my ear, and I have to do that. Like, I think they last 3 days, so every 3 days I'll have to change it. It's going to be 3 times a week to start: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably in the afternoons. And you're not allowed to drive the rest of the day or the full day after. So the only time I'll be able to drive will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings before treatment, and Sunday. So I'm going to be in a lot. But I mean, it'll force me to get some things done around here and organize some stuff, but I don't do well when I feel kind of trapped inside. So I might just be making a bunch of videos and annoying the hell out of you. and you'll just, stop following me because I'll just get really annoying. And I'll probably be repeating myself all the time, which I already do now anyway, but I'll be even worse because I'll forget what the hell I said. Oh. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.